Can you hear me now? That was weird. Oh, hold on. I know why. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I bet you can hear me now. Okay, good. Yeah, I was trying to do something fancy. And 2DY86. So hold on. Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? So, yes. Okay. So here's what I was trying to do. I don't know if you've noticed. Hi, Butterfly Girl. Oh, good. I'm so glad. So I don't know if you've noticed a little rumble in the background on some of my lives and even on some of my recordings. Let me see. It's the air conditioner going through the electrical. So it's very noisy, loud and clear. Okay. So what I've done is I have turned off one camera. I don't think that's really going to help me though. So I'm just going to leave it alone and I'll have to play with it for next time. So, because the rumble is kind of loud. It's an old air conditioner. We're looking into getting a new one. I don't know if that will help or not, so we'll see. But isn't that interesting though? Loud and clear. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just going to leave it alone, and next time I'll see what I can do about it. How about that? So I wanted to go over a couple things. One is I did get a big restock yesterday of purse clasps. So I have 7.5-inch purse clasp in antique brass, gunmetal, silver, and matte black. I am getting some in a light gold. They should be here in the next week or two. They're very different than the light gold I carried before. They're really, truly light gold that matches all my hardware, I think. So those are coming, but the 7.5-inch are in stock in 4 colors. And then the 4.5 are also in stock in actually 5 colors. So those are in stock now. The 4.5-inch accordions are in stock. And then the 7.5 accordions are on their way. Should be with here in the next week or two as well. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Donna. Sabrina. Hi, everybody. Good. Okay, and then the other thing that I decided to go ahead and do is carry the wide rivets. The wide cap rivets. So I have them in 4 colors. Let me see. 5 colors, actually. I have them in light gold. Let me put you down here so you can see it better. Light gold, nickel, black, but the black is a glossy black. And then I have antique brass. And then I also do have them in a matte gunmetal. Hi, Lori. Awesome. Bloomware Sewn. I love that name. Hi, Anita. So I do have those. They're sold in a pack of 10. They are fantastic. Let me show you what I've used them for. So I don't know if you noticed yesterday when we were live finishing up, but I used the wide rivets for these. They're perfect, and they're just very decorative. I love them myself. And then I really originally got them. I have a, I have a pattern that I'm going to do that has a lot of rivets from in a decorative fashion, and I'm going to use those. But these are sold in packs of 10. The other thing that I don't have yet is anything but a hand tool to press them. And these are also available on my website now. Hi, Brenna. Hi, guys. And these hand tools, I have a few available on the website, and I am getting more, but these are very easy to use. I actually don't mind using these hand tools. I'm not making any money on these hand tools, just FYI. I'm basically charging what I paid for them, plus maybe just the shipping that I get charged to get them. I am looking into, if people love them, that I am looking into getting them made where they'll be a lot cheaper, but that is going to be way down the road, if at all. Okay, so I have those available now too. So that's all of that. We are going to do today, and if we have time, I'll do 2 of them. I have 2 cut out. Appear to be maybe 8. What is that? Simply Diana, I'm working, but I'm listening. Awesome. They're 13 millimeter diameter caps. 13 millimeter. And on my website, I have 2 different lengths for the post. The large, which is long, and then the medium, which is a little bit shorter. So, just FYI. I did go to Tandy today. Because that's where I've been getting them, but I'm actually looking to get them in bulk. So if I get them in bulk, they'll be much cheaper. But that's probably down the line, the posts, yeah. No, the posts are, oh gosh, it says it on the website. I don't remember off the top of my head. The diameter of the cap is 13 millimeters, and the posts are 2. There's one that's longer and one that's kind of a medium, but it's listed on the website. Hi, everybody. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. This is what we're making today, the Brooke Bifold Wallet. It's a brand new pattern by Lynn's Handmade. Very simple, very easy. I haven't made one, but it looks very easy to me. We shall see. So I did cut all this out on my Scan and Cut. It cut beautifully. If you have a brother Scan and Cut, you don't have to resize her pieces. I don't know what Lynn does, but her pieces are the exact measurements, because I always double check. When I send things over to my Scan and Cut, I always double check the measurements to make sure they come over correctly, because I would say 9 times out of 10, I have to change the size on the Canvas Brother workspace. These I did not. So I cut them all out. I mean, so easy. It took like 2 minutes. It was perfect. So you need an ID holder. You need a clear piece of for the ID window. You need this. This is the outside piece. And then you need the inside piece that has the card slots and the zipper hole. It also cuts for the snaps as well. Where are my other holes for my snap? Now that I say that, I don't see them. Hold. Let me see. Where are they supposed to be? I think they're supposed to be here. Well, we'll figure that out when we get there. Huh, that's interesting. Okay, we'll have to figure that out. Okay, and then you need she says you can use a number 3 or a number 5 zipper. I'm using a number 3. What's $15? What was the price for the metal you used? Oh, under my cutting mat, it was $14.99 at Lowe's. A 36 by 24. The aluminum, and it comes pre-cut at Lowe's, so it was $14.99. Yep. Janet. It's at Lynn's Handmade. It's the Brooke Bifold Wallet at Lynn's Handmade. I don't know if it's still on sale. I think it might be. Okay, Patricia, thank you. I thought that I might have to do that. Okay. And then I just have a tag. Oh, and then you do need a piece of landscaping fabric or something for your card slots. The other thing that I noticed is there's no lining for the little zipper pocket, which is fine. I did bring in some wallet lining. I don't know if I'm going to use it, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Let's just do it. Let's do it. I've got my little pattern. I haven't made it before, so I've got my little pattern right here. So we're going to start with, oh, you know what I want to do too is punch a hole in my clear plastic. Not required, but it is kind of nice. Let me find a good one. This is it. It's easier to get that in and out if you have a hole in your clear plastic, but I've done it for years without it, so it's not really required. Thank you, Patricia. It takes a village when Barbie's involved. So I'm just centering this, and let me see. I think I'm going to do it this way. It doesn't honestly matter. Going to be a little bit of noise. Okay, so see, it just cut that little hole there. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, let me take a sip, and I'll put my coffee over there. Okay. We were in the pool today, and it was a beautiful day. It still is a beautiful day here. All right, so I put double-sided tape. Let me push you down so you can see what I'm doing. I put double-sided tape around my ID window, and I am using 1/8 inch. I know I'm living dangerously because half the time I can't get the paper off my 1/8 inch tape. Yep. That one came off. That came off. Beautiful. I'm happy so far. Yay. Okay. Now, this is by Annie clear vinyl, which I actually love. You had to pay $40? Did they have to cut it at Lowe's? Huh. That's weird. It's worth it though. All right, so I got my clear vinyl in there, and I got my little hole. Now we're gonna press this down the top, which had another piece of double-sided tape there, and we're gonna stitch all the way around. And I'm using pink. I know. I think it's Rosy Cheeks because there is a hint of pink in the floral, which I love. So and I am going to pull this thread to the back. I probably won't do it on the card slots, but I decided on doing it here. If you are a craft show person, I think these are great little items to sell. I saw some discussion about how much people were listing them for. Where did you get the pretty vinyl? This vinyl, Let me think. The floral I got from Lauren Mormino. This Safino, I believe it's from Tulip Bee. I'll show you here in a second. So this is Safino vinyl. I believe it's from Tulip Bee. And then I'm going to do just another row across the top. And I'm going to back stitch here. There is really no rhyme or reason why I sometimes back stitch and sometimes don't. It's just what I'm feeling. Yep. Okay. You find the metal 8B plumbing with AC ductwork. Home Depot has it also. Oh, they do. Good. Oh, Beatrice, I just use a die. This is just a set that I've had for years from Amazon. I think when I got it, it was like $10, but it has a whole bunch of dies in it. And I just used this big round one, oblong one. Let me put it back over there. So I got it on Amazon. All right, so there is our ID window. How easy is that? Now, take your, this is what I got at Lauren Mormino. It's just gorgeous. You had to re-sign in. Oh, okay, yeah. Now, this goes on the left side. And I'm going to add just a little tiny bit more tape to keep it in place while I sew it on there. I know, I'm living dangerously with this 1/8 inch double-side tape, but so far it's my friend. We'll see. Hi, Teresa. I thought I had her added. That's what's weird. Hold on, let me find her. Hold on. I've got a commercial. There we go. There you go. I don't know why she wasn't already an admin. She should have been, because I didn't take her off, but I just put you back on. Teresa, say something and we'll see if it worked. Huh. Teresa? Not as tree. The dies are, there you go, she is. She's back as a moderator, perfect. Okay, so the ID window, we're gonna take the tape off that we just put on there. I'm helping. Teresa is very busy now, you know, she's got her own channel. Dawn or Teresa, just link your channel so people can subscribe to you too. And Dawn has a channel too. All right, so I'm going to put this, and you should have about 3/8 of an inch on all sides. So I'm just eyeballing it. That looks good to me. Okay. So now we're just going to go down the sides across the bottom and back up. And I am going to pull these threads to the back. Again, I don't have any real reason why I do and why I don't sometimes. Teresa, Teresa, you have a Facebook group too. Link that so people can go find you. Okay. Now let's tie these off. I think if I was going to do these as like bulk sew them or batch sew them, I probably would not tie them off. I would just back stitch. There you go. Perfect. Hey, Dawn and Teresa, I'm all about supporting, you know, other YouTubers because I got a lot of support when I started. And that's what it's all about, you know, supporting each other. We're all in it for the fun. There's no competition on my part. I can tell you that right now. There may be on some other YouTubers, but not mine. I'm just having fun. Fun. Okay, let's just burn those. Oh dear, did you see that fire? Oh dear. Okay, perfect. Let's just grab a card and see how it looks. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect. Now, the other thing she does do is put a little rivet here, and I think I'm going to. Let me find. I have some small little rivets. I kind of reorganized my rivets today, which is never a good thing because now I can't find anything I need. You know how that goes. You guys do that too. You have good intentions. You're, you know, reorganizing things and then you can't find anything. All right, so just make sure when you're putting this on that you're not going through any of your stitches. That would be fairly disastrous. Okay. Cute. Oops, I don't think I cut a big enough hole. That just figures, doesn't it? Let me try this one. These are tiny little rivets, but the post is actually fairly wide. Let's see if this works. Kathy, I don't know if I said hello to you. Hi, Kathy. Look how these are 7mm rivets. They are the tiniest little things ever. And I'm going to use a hand tool to press these too. Let's see. Yeah. So there's going to be just a tiny bit of noise. Perfect. You know, sometimes when I first started, I thought this was very cumbersome. But the more I do it, the easier it is to use a hand tool. I don't know why. You know how we go through stages with things. So there we have. Isn't that just the cutest little guy? I just love it. All right, let's see what's next. Now we grab our little piece. Actually, I'm going to put my tag on next before I forget. And I am just going to center it. Oh dear. Let me find the center. On the front. Here, about an inch up from the side here. 5. Let's see. I think that's good. Yep. Okay. Aren't the colors pretty? Lorena, I sent you an email. Lorena O'Daniel, did you get my email? I responded to you. Please let me know if you didn't get it, or check your spam, because I did respond either yesterday or the day before. You're ready to throw your machine out? Oh dear, Kathy, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, you got it. Okay, good, good, good. Okay. Okay, let's tie this off. Do you ever just need something very simple to sew? I was kind of feeling that this morning, and that's why I thought, I think I'll just do this today. And then I cut them out on my Scan and Cut, and I'm like, yeah, that's a good, simple thing to do. Okay, did we get it even? That's going to be the next question. Yeah. I think it's straight. What do you guys think? I think it is. Oh dear. All right, next is, you know what we need? I'm feeling like I need to have a Zoom sew along, because I need to hear your voices and see your faces. What do you guys think? Should we do a Zoom sew along? I think we need to. All right, so let's set that aside. Grab your landscaping fabric, and we're going to take the bottom off underneath the first card slot. I know, something that doesn't tax the brain. And then we're going to put that on going up. Just like that. I'm going to turn it over, and we're going to stitch underneath the card slot. These I'm back stitching. But you guys do you. Yes, another sew along. Yeah. I think what we're going to do is, I think we'll just do a sew along where everybody sews whatever they want. There's no pattern. You don't pay anything. I think that's what we're going to do. Where's my admins? Teresa, Brenna, Dawn. What do you guys think? Then we take the tape off down here on the bottom. I'm going to grab a card. A Zoom would be fun. Yeah, let's do it. I think we should do it. I'll have to see about scheduling that. Okay. Then take off the tape off the second card slot. And let's just pull that up. And then I'm going to test to make sure that looks good. Oh, that's perfect. Turn it right side up. Stitch underneath the second card slot. Okay. Perfect. hit these with just a little bit of melting. And then grab another piece of tape. Let's do an evening one. Let's do an evening one. I have not done an evening one, Fran. Let's do it. This will be just a sew along, whatever anybody wants to sew. So that might be a good one. Let's do that. I'll do an evening. Okay, we're going to bring that down. Take the tape off underneath the last card slot and bring that up and test it. Perfect. And sew underneath the third, or the top card slot, really. Because we haven't done an evening one. They've all been afternoons. Yeah, that's a good idea, Fran. Let's do it. I can't wait. I just love it because I get to see and hear you guys. It's so much more fun for me. There's a little thread here. Okay. All right, let's add another piece down here. Lori's doing last of the soups today. She is a busy beaver. Okay, take the tape off that you put up here by the edge. And we're gonna lay this up top. And let's make sure all our slots work. Hi, Janice. There's 1, 2. Oh, that didn't get cut. Let me cut it. There we go. 3. Okay, that one is down a little too far. This is why you test these. So I'm going to bring that little piece of tape up a little. Yeah. You don't want your card slots to, your cards to disappear. Okay, that's better. Okay, yay. Success on the card slots. Now we're going to trim off this excess up here. You just don't want it showing when you sew it together. Perfect. All right, what's next? Now we're going to do the zipper. Hold on. Remove the paper backing off the strip, so double-sided tape. Okay, let's do our zipper. I've already got zipper tape, double-sided tape on either side here of my opening. And so this is how you want the zipper going up. Time for Jack. Oh no, Judy. Oh, okay. I thought, oh dear, what did I do, Nancy? So I want my zipper going up. Closing up is what I'm trying to say. Perfect. Now I'm going to stitch all the way around that. And I am going to pull these threads to the back. Let me have a sip of coffee. I got thread everywhere. Goodness gracious. All right. Here we go. There's a fair amount of double-sided tape in this pattern, so just be aware of your needle and how sticky it might get. Okay, let's pull those threads to the back. Then we'll cut off my excess zipper. And like I always do, I'm just evening up my threads. Makes it so much easier to tie them off. Perfect. Okay, I got a bunch of excess. I made my zipper just a little longer. I know, I always do that. Okay. So I cut my zipper tape, so I'm just going to give it a little bitty bit of fire. Okay. Isn't that cute? That's it. I mean, that's it. What happened, Kimberly? What a scary experience, Kimberly. I just did a coffin wallet and it was supposed to close up, but I boo-booed and now the skull is peeking out of the bottom. That is funny. That is hilarious. Okay, so now here comes the part that is a little confusing for me because I hardly ever use these kind of snaps. Oh my gosh, I've got stuff everywhere, guys. Goodness gracious. All right. She even has pictures in here. So these are the two pieces that we're going to do. I don't know if you can see them. These are the two pieces that we're going to use now. So there's two snaps on here. Let me go grab my old cam snap. And I'm just going to do it with you. Okay. Let me clean up my space just a hair. All right. So these are the ones that we're putting over here on this side of the zipper. So the post goes up here. You know what though? I might, because there's no interfacing here, I am going to cut a tiny piece of Decaville. Not a tiny, just a little bitty piece to give it a little more stability. Yep. I wasn't going to do it, but I think I'm going to. Because, you know, when you have a little wallet like this, you're getting in and out of it quite a bit. So I'm going to put it here underneath on the bottom. So just like that on the underneath part. Yep. I don't think it really takes much, but just this tiny little piece. Oh dear. I'm looking to make sure I'm not doing anything wrong. You guys keep me straight. Okay. Then we're going to add this little piece, the little knobby piece. So just like that. Let me put in my dies. And we'll press it. And these pieces actually fit up in here. Just like that. Okay, I gotta stand up. See, I dropped it. Oh dear. There it is. Oh, please. Okay, let's put the other one on. Let me move this over so you can see. How about that? These are the easiest little things to press, but if you forget what you're using and what pieces go with what, this is what I do. I keep a little baggie with the dies and the two pieces that go with that die. That way I never forget what hardware goes with those two dies. That's the only way I can remember. Okay. Let's put this over a little bit. Perfect. Okay, what's next? Now we're putting it together already. Isn't that amazing? Okay. So I'm questioning, guys, whether I want to put a little piece of lining. I don't think I'm going to for this one. Linda, you take pictures to remember things like that. That's a great idea. Oh, gosh. Joining the, okay. Yeah. Okay. Where's my friend Patricia? Oh, that goes in afterwards. Okay, let's put some tape on here. And although mine, because I used a basting spray, will probably stick together. So I probably don't need to worry about it. And then she has you put a piece of tape right here. That keeps things separated. Because she doesn't sew down there. Okay. Oh, Patricia, you're there. Okay. So are the other part of the snaps, is that at the very end? Because there's a button on those. So that would be at the very end, right? Yes, it is. I see it now. Okay. The zipper pocket goes over the ID slot. Yep. Just like this. And then it goes like that. Okay. So here's my card slots. Here's my little zipper pocket with the two snaps. Here's my ID window. And here's the front. This is the front at the end. Thank you, Patricia. So now I'm going to take off my tape. I probably didn't need to use this tape because when I cut this out on my brother's Scan and Cut, I use basting spray, so it's kind of sticky. A little bit. And then this piece. So my zipper pocket and my ID window go over on the same side. And then you're just getting them on the corners nice and even. Oh my gosh. It really works pretty good. You might have to do a tiny bit of trimming, a tiny. Not much. This actually, let me pull this down just a hair. Yeah, better. You have a brother Scaniccut. Oh, it's so easy, Linda. Very, very easy. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so cute. Let me make sure I got it all on there right. Yeah. My ID, my front, my zipper is going up, and my card slots are going on the right side there. Perfect. Okay, now we're gonna stitch all the way around. Let me see. Let's stitch all the way around. Patricia, how many have you made? I'm curious. This pink with this vinyl is perfect. Just a little bit of a contrast. I have another one cut out. I don't know that I'll do it here. I might just record it. Since some people really like a recording rather than live. Oh, my friend Robert UPS is here. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys, look how cute this is. All right, I have just a tiny bit of overhang that I'm going to trim. Now, you could certainly edge coat this. I don't intend to. When you have things that are just really quick sews, taking the time to edge coat them really increases how much time and effort you put in, you know. Oh my gosh, that's perfect. Look at that tiny little bit of trim that I did. Lorena, did I get a new phone? Yes, we did. We both got a new phone. It didn't cost us a penny. I take that back. I got the 512, so it is costing me $8 a month. But to trade it in, didn't cost. I take that back because we did have to pay the taxes on the phone. So we did get the phone. Yes, we did. We did. All right, so what does she tell you to do here? Optionally set a row with the interior main body side up, sew around the perimeter, da-da-da-da. Okay, optionally set a row of stitches up the center of the wallet. You know what? I think I am going to do that. Should I do that? I think I will. You knew I would, Joanna, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, it's a 3-year-old phone, and we just decided, you know, why not? The thing we did double check, let me make sure this is the center, is when they come out with the foldable phones, we can upgrade at no cost. So we did verify that, and so, yeah, we did it. You shouldn't have mentioned it, Annie. I know it. I am going to put a row of stitches there. We did it. We talked about it quite a bit, actually. And just decided, since it wasn't costing us anything, and since our phones were 3 years old, and they do get hot, and the battery doesn't last as long as it used to, we decided to go ahead and do it. That's our excuse, and we're sticking to it. We don't have them yet. You had to order them. So, should be next week, though. We'll see. All right, let me get a little wipey to get rid of that. Perfect. All right, so now let's put the other snaps on. Here's my dies with my little examples. I got the navy, Lorena, and Tony got that orange. Yep. Okay, now I gotta figure out, how are we doing identifying where these go? We're just marking them, I'm guessing. So I'm just putting a little bit of this on here, and then I'm gonna fold this nice and evenly. And it marks it. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Oh my gosh, that's perfect. Okay, where's my hole punch? Teresa's asking, where did Lori see the maple leaf poles? Okay. So the button goes on the outside. And so for here, because I'm on the outside, I'm going to make a tiny little washer. I'm just going to cut a little circle, just like that, and put a hole in it. Just ever so small amount of stabilization. Doesn't need much. And I'll just make sure you can't see it. You know, you don't want this to be seen. Okay. So I'll put it under the button because the button's bigger. There. Where's my other button? These tiny little pieces are interesting. Okay, so just like that. Let me move this down so you can see. So just like that. Just a tiny little stabilization. And we're going to put this on the outside. The buttons go on the outside. Oops. And the snap part goes here. Okay. Uh-oh, I dropped it. Oh dear, Barb. Oh dear. I'll have to, oh no, here it is. Okay. I'll bring it over for the next one. Sorry, guys. There it is. Let me bring this over so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so here's my little button. Put that on the outside, and then take your little part of your snap, and I think this fits up in there too. Yeah. Well, kinda. I'm not an expert on these by any stretch. That's it. That's all there is to it. Let me get rid of this monstrosity. As I bend over and show you my, you know what. That's it, guys. Let's make sure it snaps. Oh my gosh. That is cute. Look at this cute little thing. How long have we been live? Oh, see, almost an hour. Oh my gosh. This is so cute. You have 3 card hole slots. One, 2, 3. And then you have a spot for an ID window. And the cute little coin purse. This is really cute. These snaps are so easy. It's just that I don't do them enough to feel comfortable with them. Isn't that funny? Huh. So the other thing that she suggests, and I have some. Let me grab it. I don't know that I'm going to do it. Let me see if I can find what I did with it. Let's see. These are what they call, I call them corset rings. If you want to add a little wristlet or something. But these, here, let me push it down so you can see closer. These are little corset rings. It has a tiny little D ring on it. and it attaches with a rivet. I kind of mixed and matched my hardware because I didn't have the right hardware, but that's okay. So if you were going to do it, let's see what she suggests. Thank you, Elaine. Let's see where she suggests to put it. And then I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. So she suggests right up here, putting the little corset ring just off center. Yeah, right there. Should we do it? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. So the hole goes, this goes on the inside. Just like that. Let me cut a hole or punch a hole. You like to add the rings? Oh, that's a good idea, Mary. That's a really good idea. All right, I'm gonna do it. Okay. These are the tiniest little, what did I do with that? Oh, here it is. Tiny. Okay, let me grab my hand tool. I mean, they're so tiny. They are so, these are little tiny corset rings. And I got these, I think I got these on Amazon. Mm-hmm. There you go. That's all there is to it. So now, if you want to attach something there, you can. Yeah, that's where it goes, right there. Isn't that cute? These are the cutest little, oops, let me put I gotta put my dies back in the same little package. All right, there we go. Very cute. So here's the next one I'm going to do, and I'll record this one. It'll be probably, excuse me, a 30-minute video. Tulip Bee, Saya Pink, and then some really pretty gray from Sawyer's. Again, I cut it all out on my Scan and Cut. Isn't that cute? So I'll do that unrecorded, and I'll release it. Very cute, you guys. All right, let me catch up with the... So if you are a craft show person, these are perfect. I saw a lot of discussion. Some people were selling them between $15 and $25. It's a scrap buster. You know, it's really up to you how much you sell them for. I would say I wouldn't sell them for more than 20 bucks. There's not much to it. Now, this one took me, you know, longer because, number one, I'm chit-chatting, and I had never made it. I bet now I could make the next one in less than 30 minutes, and that's cutting it out on the Scan and Cut and sewing it up. So easy. Yeah. So I got this. This is too close. I'll have to make sure I can get that out of there. There we go. Cute. I think the next one, I'm going to put a little wallet lining in here. I'm not a big fan of raw edge stuff on the inside, although that looks fine in there. So I'm going to use a little bit of this self-adhesive wallet lining and just line it. Why not? This is just a scrap. Thanks, guys, for being here. I appreciate you. Wendy, you would say 15. Yeah, between 15 and 20. I think it really depends on how long it takes you and what materials you use. You could do this in leather. You could easily do this in leather. So, yeah. I personally probably wouldn't put this on there. I don't like these because they don't go flat and it's wobbly. So I don't like these. Just my 2 cents. But you could easily add a little tab and a D-ring too. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. What about using vinyl on the inside? You could. You probably want to be careful about making it too thick. And in her pattern, she talks about materials. You want something that has a little temper to it, that's not really floppy. So like lamb leather wouldn't be a good option for this, I don't think. It's too stretchy and soft. So you want something that has a little temper to it. So for example, because this Saya Pink has some temper to it. It's not real soft. So that's what I have to say. Thanks, guys, for being here. Look for a Zoom sew along where we just sew whatever and we just get together and sew. That'll be fun. Thanks for being here.